tuning in to AHRR Network. Please enjoy. Sit back, relax, tune in, be entertained. And now, Game Point Sports Talk with an Edge.
Welcome to the AHRR Network Game Point. I am M. Goodnight. We have Dub D, Robbie the Rocket, and Heads for Press. We in the house Tuesday this week. Yay!
How y'all fellas doing, man?
Good.
How y'all doing?
Y'all good?
We doing good.
Y'all good?
Blessed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. As y'all see, we got a new member of the family. Y'all mean, working with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, y'all? I mean, as y'all know, I'm Heads for Prez. I like to keep people in check with the stats and facts. I'm going to give all of them a hard time like I always do with everybody, making sure we always stay true to the facts.
Hey,
That's
how we do it on Game Point. Me and him gonna have some issues because y'all know I do my due diligence over here. So we gonna go ahead and jump into opening day, man. It's baseball season.
Yes,
Y'all know
sir.
how
Yes,
it
sir.
go.
Yes, sir.
First game I believe is what, the 23rd, and then we got the 24th, and then the 25th is gonna be the big day with a big triple threat with the Milwaukee Brewers versus Chicago Cubs. We got the I'm calling them New York Giants. Your San Francisco Giants
Yes,
versus
sir.
the LA Dodgers. My New York Yankees versus the Washington Nationals. It was gonna be pretty good games. How y'all feeling about that?
Oh man, I love it. I can't wait.
I'm excited to see professional sports, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
I'm
You
not
take it right out my mouth.
I'm not a huge baseball fan, but guarantee I'll be tuned in on Wednesday.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. The
Okay.
Giants and the Dodgers. Yuck, I hate it.
And who started it off? Who we got? Who's starting it off? We got the Yankees and the Nats on Wednesday.
Yes.
The Yankees and the Nationals.
Yeah,
That's
on
a
the
power,
25th.
that's a powerhouse game.
You know what I mean? So
Line
that's gonna be a good
Line
one.
up.
We're gonna blow them out. Not worried about
That's
it.
lineup. Y'all got
You
lineup
a
over
Yankee
here.
fan? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm a big Yankee fan, man. I'm a big Yankee fan. Let me go ahead and let y'all know why I'm a Yankees fan. Because
Okay.
people think that I'm a bandwagon jumper. Like, where are you from? Like, you from Atlanta? Like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta. I am an Atlanta Falcons fan, but I am not a Braves fan that much. You know what I mean? I'm a Yankees fan because I fell in love with Derek Jeter and Kobe Bryant around the same time, 95, 96. So I've been rocking with the Lakers and the Yankees both since 1995, 96. So I've been a big Yankees fan fucking around with Derek Jeter.
Okay. That makes sense. It makes sense. I like that. I like that.
So what's up? What we got going on with this?
Hey man, how
right
y'all feel about the Blue Jays, man? How y'all feel about, man? They don't have a home.
now? I have
They
no love
banned
for
out
them.
of Canada. I mean,
I have no love for
did
them.
they find a place? Is they gonna play where they opening? They ain't even opening today, huh? What the Blue Jays?
I don't know, but they're in my division, so I don't care about the Toronto
I mean,
Blue Jays.
are they
They've been giving me a tough time for years.
I mean, you can't travel to Canada, so how do they do the schedule for that baseball?
I don't know
How do
how
y'all
to-
feel?
I don't
mean,
I think they're talking with the Pirates on sharing the field, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Pittsburgh.
now,
Now, last thing I heard, they might be going to Buffalo into their
Into a little bubble.
Yeah,
or
they
something?
minor
practice
league,
state-
minor league stadium.
Their minor league team.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or Florida, but you know what's going on in Florida.
That's
so,
right.
So do
doubt
y'all,
they go
my fault. Do you think that's gonna affect like the game, or like do you think that's gonna affect just the team?
Yes.
What, them playing somewhere else?
Yeah.
With everybody
Okay,
somewhere else?
because you got to quarantine for 14 days. You go to Canada, you got to quarantine 14 days. So you got to.
Nobody's going to Canada.
So they banned from their own country.
Only
So
way I think it may affect them is maybe like being away from their families more than other teams.
Yeah.
But other than that, we haven't really have no fans. So
It should be no like major.
I mean,
difference
I
between
think it's
the
going to
games.
be a disadvantage all the way around because everybody else are in their own facilities. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be strange territories for everybody involved in the team. So I think that's going to have something to play into it. But as a competitor, you would think that they'll be locked in no matter what. But in the back of your mind, it's going to be different. It's going to have a different feel to
it's
it.
gonna be different, man. But if they get the hang of it, man, and come together, create that unity, come together as a team and start sweeping the Yankees it up.
So talking about these bum ass Blue Jays, and they are in the sleeper category. Who you got for a sleeper right now?
Coming out the National League.
Period. Just
to win it?
Yeah. No. Just who's your Cinderella squad? Who do you think?
I like the Chicago White Sox as my wild card. But
They had a real good offseason.
But if I had to pick, I'm going with Cleveland Indians coming out the AL.
Okay.
And the Phillies coming out the National League. That's what I'm going with. I like them. My two little sleepers I like to play with. I like them.
I had the White Sox down as well. They had a real good offseason. I think the Rangers will be a pretty good sleeper as well. You can't never count out the Angels. They got that boy Mike Trout over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in 60 games, he has the talent to just take over and do what he does over there.
They don't have enough firepower. They don't have a lineup. Like, they need a Dodgers lineup type for them.
But we're talking about 60 games, though.
It's anybody's game. 60 games, anybody can win it.
But I'm going to go with my sleeper. What my sleeper is the Colorado Rockies. Those are my sleepers.
Y'all don't have the pitching.
I don't even care.
Y'all don't have the pitching.
I don't even care.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Y'all don't have the pitching.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Y'all don't have no pitching.
But my thing, man, it's a 60 game
Y'all
season.
give them 10 runs a game.
What?
Y'all got lineup. I give them 10 runs a game.
We score 11. We score 11.
No pitching.
I'm just going on with that for the strength of it.
You got Kyle Freeland. He may come back this year.
What about Trevor's story? What's going on with him? Y'all don't never talk about that. What's going on with him? Yeah, he ain't talking. Who's y'all start? Who's y'all ace? Where's y'all ace at?
Hey, I don't even know. I honestly, I just did it on the strength of some hometown love because I'm a Yankees fan anyway.
Nolan Arando, as of like right now in the off season, he has 4 home runs. He actually leads the team in
Arenado?
Arenado. And then
third baseman, Arenado.
And then runs batted in. Brett Boswell, second baseman, has 9 runs batted in. So he leads the team. And then Matt McCall, I'm gonna mess this up. Macklin?
Okay. Don't know.
Macklin. He doesn't have a picture. Like his face is not.
All right. See. Trash.
He has the best batting average of a 1.0. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
No. Let me ask you this: who they ace? Who they tell? Oh, just go. Who's open? The Rockets opening day starter. Who opening day starter?
I just heard it, man.
Trash.
No, he's not, man. No, he's
trash.
Jose Reyes.
All I know is I ain't worried about it.
Hey,
when it comes down to it,
the Yankees
ain't
got lined up,
nobody
and the Dodgers got lined up. Them the two. That's the powerhouse. That's the powerhouse line. They got Dodgers got lined up. Mookie Betts. That's a big acquisition.
Yeah, they got Mookie. You know what I mean? But
with Bellinger,
and we talking
with Turner,
but we're talking,
with Taylor.
We're talking about a 60 game season. You lose 5
they got
games in a row.
powerhouse.
You might be out.
Dodgers might not lose again.
No, big fact. That's why I'm really not worried
might
about
not lose again.
I'm not putting anybody out as right now.
Trash. Rockies ain't got trash.
I'm not gonna count nobody out. But I'm gonna say
Herman Marquez is
oh Lord.
Okay.
What's his ERA? It should pull up his ERA. It should be like 3.19 or something like that.
Man, I don't know. Ain't nobody messing with my Yankees right now. We had a big signing with Garrett Cole, 9 years, $324 million. You know what I'm saying? Teaming him up with
ERA.
U.S.
You got Judge.
4.76.
4.76.
He's 57th in the league.
57th in the league.
57th in the
The
league.
starting. He give up 10 runs a game.
It's a 60 game season. I mean, Colorado Rockies fans, do not lose hope. Okay?
Wow.
Do not lose hope.
Hey.
Don't listen to these gentlemen right here. Anything is possible in a 60 game season for anybody.
Y'all, I'm gonna say this though. The Yankees do match up with the Dodgers because they got like 7 All-Stars on both teams.
We got the best punch in the MLB. And it might be the best 1-2 punch in MLB history with Aaron Judge and with Juan Carlos Stanton.
Yeah, the best one.
I'm talking about in history ever.
Who's going to be hurt first?
Ever. When have we ever been hurt?
Both of them
Yankees always been hurt.
Both of them was hurt
last year. For sure. The Judge
gonna strike out
100 times. He might hit 40 home runs, but he'll strike out 100 times.
Ain't nobody touching
That was
Aaron
100
Rodgers
times.
right now.
That was 100 strikeouts a year.
Who, Aaron?
100 strikeouts. All he was in the ballpark.
I'm gonna need the prez to check on that right now.
He was in a slump.
I'm gonna need the prez to check on that right now.
He's in a
Aaron
slump.
Judge?
The judge.
I don't know.
The judge, the
that.
man.
He's hit or miss.
I don't know about Aaron James
He's hit
Judge.
or miss.
All or nothing.
He strike out 100 times a year.
The best 1-2 punch is
Yeah.
all or nothing.
Hey,
So
all or
you would
nothing.
want Aaron Judge in your squad?
I kill for an Aaron Judge
Yeah.
any day.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna pay him to strike out 100 times a year though. But I mean, it is what it is. But
I mean, didn't Barry Bonds have the most?
now don't even go there.
Ever?
Don't even go there with Barry. Do not
Like-
even go there. That ain't even a comparison.
All right, so let's move on to another topic right now. Y'all know another one of my favorite players in MLB also played for the Yankees. I'm talking about 09 chip winning 3-time MVP, 14-time All-Star, 10-time Silver Slugger A-Rod and his wife J-Lo are trying to buy the Mets. Now they're only worth $700 million together, and the Mets are worth about $4 billion, so they need 10. You know what I mean?
They don't
So
need investors.
they got names like Brian Urlacher,
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce,
Okay.
Joe Thomas, is it DeMarcus or DeMario Murray?
DeMario Murray.
DeMario Murray.
Marco Murray.
It's DeMario, ain't it?
The running back.
For the Cowboys.
DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray
Marco Murray.
have all joined them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To try to get on this bid for purchasing the Mets. How do y'all think A-Rod would do running the team? You know what
Man,
I'm
he's
saying?
fit. He's baseball life.
Oh, he can run.
He can run it.
Is he trustworthy?
He's trustworthy.
I'm talking about A-Rod.
Yeah, A-Rod.
I mean, no,
Yeah.
all of the A-Rod, he great redemption story. Man, he's back on track. But is A-Rod trustworthy?
Yes. I think so.
Yeah?
I think
He's
so.
trustworthy.
He's trustworthy.
He's trustworthy.
He might not get in the Hall of Fame. It's another Pete Rose, another Barry Bonds, another Mark McGwire.
That
He's
sucks.
not getting in the Hall of Fame.
That sucks.
You know, Pete Rose is getting in the Hall of Fame before any of them get in there. And he can't.
But the reason why I asked it because it's crazy that they have to go through so much to buy the Mets when Derek Jeter only paid $25 million for 4% of the Marlins.
Well,
and to what it looks like, Derek Jeter runs that motherfucker down.
Well, the
Well,
Marlins were a bargain basement franchise. You know, at that point, that's when the Marlins were selling
Yeah.
everything.
And
It was a wholesale?
Yeah,
It was a wholesale. They gave the team.
Hey, here, somebody please take this.
Take
Right.
it. Take this
But,
contract.
I mean, the Mets, New York, what is it, $4
Yeah, it's a whole
billion?
different market.
But you know,
Whole different
what
market.
the owner said,
Absolutely.
the owner said, hey, you guys get the 3, I'll make it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's even with competition, another ownership group with competition. He said if they get to 3, he thinks he'll make it happen for everybody and him. So, you know,
Well, I mean, they got some investors.
Okay, so the next question is, do you think it'll happen?
I think it'll happen.
You think they can make it happen?
Why wouldn't it happen?
They just I'm reading the story right now. They actually got a billionaire, like a billionaire, George Moss. He would help back them.
Really?
Yeah.
I seen that they had JP Morgan Chase Bank trying to get a loan or some shit like that, but I didn't see that right there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Maybe we gotta go get a loan right now.
Okay,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? They got the man with the big bucks standing behind him.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, yeah, I'm rooting for J-Lo and A-Rod. I'm a big fan of A-Rod. I'm a big fan of J-Lo all the way back to Living Color to right now. I'm watching what she got going on, so I'm rooting for them and everybody else involved in it.
Yeah, I watch a few of their TikToks, so you know, I'm
Yeah.
That's how I stay relevant.
Big family.
sometimes.
Yeah, big family man.
But yeah, I'm all with A-Rod, man. That'd be great for him, man. There was a time I didn't think he'd be associated with baseball again, going through what he was going through, and you know, he was doing some different things.
So who y'all think gonna be the MVP of this 60-game season? Who y'all think gonna be the MVP?
Man, that's tough, man.
I mean, they gotta pick one.
That's tough.
I might go
Because
with
they have an MVP for each league, right?
Yeah, American League.
International
We
League.
got the Cy Young Award winners. But I mean,
before we touch on that, you know what I'm saying? I just want to ask you a question. As you being a baseball guy,
yes.
what do you think
The
about
aficionado.
thinking about the addition of the designated hitter in the National League?
Oh,
really?
They was talking about that early this morning.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it official?
Oh, it's official.
Yeah, no.
What?
So they had a DH. So now they got a DH in the National League.
Yeah.
That take away baseball. That take away real baseball
Right,
because American League
Yeah.
baseball is not good baseball. National League is better baseball because the pitcher got to hit. So that's real baseball.
Exactly.
Versus a DH.
Is that real baseball?
That take away the American League, the pitcher don't hit.
I know
The
that.
National League, the pitcher hit.
Well-
But it will take away baseball.
What I'm asking you is in the historic of you know what I'm saying, research of baseball, because I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Has it always been like that, or did the American leagues stray away from it?
It was just one time. Once upon a time, it was just
There was
American.
no designated hitter.
No.
All pitchers had to hit.
No. It was designated. It was designated hitter.
So pitchers didn't have to hit.
Pitchers didn't have to hit.
So the National League swayed away.
swayed away. That's why American. It was all American League, and went to the National League. That's why it went to National, so pitcher could hit. So they went against baseball.
Yep, it is. It's a universal designated hitter now. That's what it says. So,
So you can hit the pitcher. Can hit if he wants to, if he can't. So basically, what they're saying.
It's actually a lot of new rules changing in the MLB.
Is that on both sides now?
Yeah,
yeah.
National and American?
National and
Say
American.
some of the rules we got going on.
So if you have a pitcher, because there is some pitchers out there who can hit really good.
Yeah.
So if you have a pitcher that can hit, you can choose to let him hit, or you can have a designated hitter as well on both sides.
Yeah, there's no explain that. My bad. I was reading some of the rules.
So if you have a pitcher that can hit, you can choose to let him hit or use your designated hitter on national
sides, yeah.
or
Yeah.
wow.
So player position, and it's also player
That's gonna
position.
change the game of baseball.
And there will be no restriction on player position, so anybody can play
Any
anywhere.
position now.
What?
So the pitcher can go to third base if he wants to.
Anywhere.
He can play shortstop.
Well, when they doing this,
And they did that.
Yeah,
because
so like
of
I can
COVID,
switch my
fault.
pitcher to be a catcher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
You said they did because of COVID?
Because of COVID. So basically, what happened is, if it comes down to it, this is them thinking ahead. If a player gets sick, and you have there's so much money going into if you get hurt and if you get sick, you get put on IR, you can't play the rest of the season. And so now they're changing it to where they don't have to spend so much money to get find all the bums or get bums. And so
they
now,
just use their regular players.
yeah, regular players. So
Whoever
now,
they
we don't have to buy a third
Yeah.
baseman. My second baseman can play
What?
third
Third
baseman.
baseman and the pitcher can go to first.
Right. While my pitcher is in quarantine.
Really?
Right.
So yep.
Right. You can't breathe. Right. That makes total
Okay,
sense. That's crazy.
Baseball,
Hey, y'all. Hey, first week from the stat guy, my guy Prez, man, he on point. That's love, man.
Yeah.
That's
Keeping
us
love
right.
right there.
So and back to your thing, Robbie the Rocky. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? What's up with your MVP? I got your guy, the new acquisition to the Dodgers. I think he might be the MVP.
And you took it right out. Hey, he's not lying. He's not lying. And now I'm gonna tell y'all, the first time I ever seen him, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, man, because I played baseball. It ain't too many brothers in baseball, y'all. I'm telling y'all now. It just made me sick to my stomach, right now. And that's why I don't really watch it as much till they get to the playoffs. But when I seen this, I say, man, he gonna be something special. And I ain't seen a ball player like that since the 80s. 85, 86, back with Ricky Henderson days. He kind of looked, they always praised the Pujols, not Pujols, what's his name over there? Over there on Anaheim. Baseball player, what's his name? Trout.
Mike Trout.
Trout. Put him on a pedestal, but that brother is gonna, he ain't too, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just baseball.
I got a quick question, man. If you can answer this,
Okay.
what is a 5-tool player?
No, what was that, excuse me?
When they say in baseball,
He's a fine-tuned
five
player.
tool player.
Like a five, well, you probably play all positions. You probably, what I'm thinking, I've never heard somebody say that to me, but I'm thinking he can play all positions. He's versatile, very fundamentally sound. That's what I'm thinking is coming out of my mind from what I'm getting out of it. You know what I'm saying? We call it fundamentally sound. He's fundamentally sound ball player.
I couldn't even
You know
take
what
a
I'm saying?
guess.
Right now.
I've heard it.
That's what I'm. But if I'm getting what they're saying, it's like he's fundamentally sound. He can play every position. But I'm
Okay,
thinking,
so what I just pulled up the definition. So in baseball, you may have heard the term 5-tool player, used to describe the rare player that excels in all 5 of the major physical tools: speed, throwing, fielding,
fundamentally
hitting for
sound.
average,
Same.
and
That's what I just said.
hitting for
That's
power.
what I just said. You everything versatile.
So
It makes sense.
is he a 5-tool player?
Well, he's a 7-tool player. The boy can bunt. He got speed. He can steal bases. He can hit for average. He don't really have to. He's made contact. He getting on. So the Dodgers paying him that money. The Dodgers got a line. Dr. Blue got a lineup.
Yeah, they got a lineup,
Dr.
man.
Blue.
But why were you on the Dodgers? So how do you feel about Clayton, man? I'm a big fan of Clayton. And
Kershaw
yeah, you know
Hey,
what
they
I'm
got
saying. But
pitching.
every time this man gets into the playoffs,
chokes.
you know what I'm saying, he chokes. And you know, we haven't touched on this yet, and we probably don't have enough time right now to get into it. But I really do blame those cheating ass. Was the Astros?
Astros
Cheating
stealing
ass
signs.
Astros.
I can't wait to see opening day. I put my money against y'all.
The two seasons they cheated in. For one, they got my Yankees, but they got your Dodgers. You know what I'm saying?
The Dodger Blues. I don't like them, but I you know.
They got the Dodgers, you know what I'm saying? And Clayton was a part of that cheating scandal.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for him because he was like Peyton Manning before he got over the hump.
Yes.
Like every time he got into the playoffs, he choked every single time. Like, is Clayton going to get over that hump?
Yes, he got to this year. They go.
Is this his last year,
gonna
bro?
play
Is
y'all.
this window closing?
I don't know what y'all pitching. Y'all Sereno, he be getting shelled. Hey, y'all could be up 5-2. That boy come in and lose the game for y'all. But
Oh, you talking about Sereno?
Sereno. But
Yeah.
I'm saying pitching gonna be the key with y'all getting to playing them Dodgers. That's what I'm thinking.
You can look at his postseason stats.
What was
Kershaw?
Kershaw.
He ain't win. He's not a winner.
Stats. No, not at all.
He got more losses than wins. I only think he won one postseason. Maybe two, if that.
You know, he had one in 2013.
I'm just guessing right now. I'm
He
thinking.
had one in 2015. He had 2 in 2016, 3 in 2017, 2 in 2018, and
Oh yeah,
0 in
because they went further in the playoffs. That's the reason he had to pitch them games. So it makes sense. Okay.
2017, he actually had a 1,000% win. I mean 1% or so. His ERA for that year too was 3.8%. His highest ERA was 7.11, which was last year.
Okay.
It was terrible.
Yeah, man. And the eye test alone just lets you know, like, every time Clayton gets in, like, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it seem like it's not always his fault. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm super upset about this whole Astros shit. And, like, so as long as we got the subject right now, like, how are people going to treat the Astros? Do you think is the other team going to do something to let them know, like,
integrity of the game?
They can't.
But,
No fans.
no.
But I thought that's the other team.
Quick,
No, that's not the other team.
hold on. Quick comments about that, and you know we can move to the next. Quick comments. What do you think about the Astros?
I like right now. They took away the baseball, the integrity of the game, man. I don't respect.
Are they going to be getting treated
Differently from the other team? Our pitchers going to be beating their ass.
What do you think?
I do think it's gonna be some like tension on the field, but I just don't think we're gonna be able to feel like the real wrath of like fans and just all of baseball not fucking with that decision. You know what I mean? If everybody's there. Yeah. If everybody's like, if you don't have fans to boo you and tell you did shit wrong, I mean, how do you know?
I know they got fake fans.
So what do you got to say?
Last word before we get up out of here, man. It's not gonna be no fans. It's gonna be just the team versus team. It's gonna be hella fucking tension, in my opinion.
So
And it's gonna be pitchers
Astros. We move
beating
in the
their
second
asses.
quarter. Game point on our network. and what the NFL said.
I think it's finished up right now.
It ain't a warning. The following program contains.
Let's go. We good. We good. What y'all got?
Oh, so we talk. Oh, the safety. The safety.
Okay, yeah. All right. Technical difficulties. Let's get to it. So the safety protocol right now is COVID-19 testing is going to be daily testing for 2 weeks in training camp, right?
Yes.
So positive rate is going to be, if it's above 5%, they're going to keep with daily testing until you're below 5%. Everybody who's already below 5%, you have to move to every other day testing, and it's going to be 24-hour results. Now, do you think they're going to be able to stay below that 5%? You know, because right now they're battling with the NBA, and they have zero testing at about 300 testing. So is the NFL going to be able to stay with just being outside that bubble?
No, well, it's more players than it is in the NBA.
A lot more
so they can't have a bubble, and you got to figure one of them key people get tested for something, bring it home to their family. You know how bad that'll look. You know how bad that'll feel. And now they giving it to somebody. Now they giving it to somebody. So they gonna have their ups and downs when it come to this testing right now. I mean,
Do you think they're gonna provide some type of local quarantine in their areas where they may have hotels, or where they run it like an old school training camp where they keep the team in hotels and things like that?
Well, see, the thing that's different,
though.
the thing that's different between the NBA and the NFL is that the NBA is kind of one entity. You know what I'm saying? So Adam Silver can be in charge of the entire company in one structure.
Yes.
The NFL was ran by 32 different teams, 32 different entities. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost at their you know what I'm saying? At whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
Their congression, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but I mean, understood. I mean, understood. And but you can have it to where you could be like semi-quarantine. You won't be in the exact bubble that the NBA will be in all in one place. But when you're at home, you can be in a hotel, or you can be where you guys go to an area that's quarantined just for you and your team. And that's just like what I'm asking. Do you think the teams might implement something like that to protect themselves?
I think some might. I think others won't. I would say it's 32 different people and how they want to run it.
I mean, it's 32 different. I mean, 28 different or 30 owners in the NBA. So it's really no.
But it's one entity, so they don't have a choice. What I'm saying is the Charlotte Bobcats, my bad, or you know what I'm saying, a team doesn't have the option to be like, I elect not to be a part of this.
Yeah.
In the NFL, if the Broncos or Dolan or somebody chose to be like, I'm not Dolan. If any owner in the NFL chose to not fuck with whatever plan was implemented, then they can choose not to be a part of it. That's why there's so many like Russell Westbrook, and there's a lot of other brothers who are upset about what's going on, saying y'all not giving any type of safety for us. Y'all just telling us to go out here and play to make y'all money,
Right.
but are y'all going to give us and our family any safety?
Yes, that's sad.
But they were talking.
But that was before this.
They were talking to the NFL.
Right.
They were not talking to each individual owner. They were talking to the NFL as a whole.
The
NFL as a
NFLPA.
unit.
Right.
The NFLPA is the representative of the players. The NFLPA then went and talked to the owners.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Talk to the owners, but the NFL, which they probably had all this stuff.
It's not the NFL, bro.
It's the NFL.
It's the NFL Players Association
That is
who goes after 32 owners. They don't go to Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell.
What he do? But he works for them.
He is the representative of the owners,
32 teams.
of the owners.
Exactly.
So
He works for them.
Just the same as Adam Silver is the representative for the owners of the NBA.
But I think what he's saying is like it's it's a little bit more. It's like more. It's like you said. It's more of one entity. It's not a lot of. It's not bullshit. Everyone understands what's going on in the NBA. If Adam Silver says something, then it's kind of done.
Mhm.
Whereas if Roger Goodell says something, you might have teams that might be like, I don't really know about that. You know, I don't really know about this. I don't really know about that.
When Roger Goodell speaks, I understand what you guys are saying, but when Roger Goodell speaks, he speaks on the consensus of the owner.
Yeah.
Not that every owner has to agree or fully agree, but
That's what I'm saying. They have to have a meeting to vote.
Everybody,
You know what I'm saying? So it can go 15, it can go 15, 17.
Yeah.
And then you like, what we gonna do next?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But they figure it out. But the NFL had their rules and regulations.
Yeah, no doubt.
They had them under wraps. And the reason why I believe they had them under wraps for this long and made it this close to the training camp is so that the players didn't have time to negotiate or come
they
back.
safety. They don't even know what's gonna happen. They don't know.
To come back to their things. So I mean, what do you guys have to say about that?
Last word on that subject. Do you think they're going to be able to pull the season off?
No. They ain't have fans in training
Don't
camp.
say that. Don't say that.
No.
I think they will.
No.
I
It's gonna be ups and downs. No fans at training
What
camp.
about you, Prez? Obviously, you going yes.
No, I mean, I want to, but I just see the way everything else is going in life with all the other conferences and stuff. I don't know, man.
No preseason.
I don't know, man.
No fans at the camp. What kind of season would this be?
I mean,
if we have one?
At least a tournament.
Because they just shut down. Something happened bad.
These are professional players.
But something happens in that NFL wrong, it's shutting the NFL down. And they ain't gonna take that. They gonna take that chance.
Something happens.
They ain't gonna take
that.
No fans, no preseason.
They're not taking that. Yeah.
If something happens,
they ain't having no fans at their home games. No fans.
If something happens,
Mark Davis said the same as well.
If something happens in any of these leagues, it's gonna
in any of them.
it's gonna
Big
be
facts. Big
so
facts.
I mean,
Besides like boxing and the single.
Okay, now, okay, boxing, they bloody.
But it's different.
They beating each
The
other
one-on-one
up.
sports are different, bro.
No, well, it's only 5 and 5. It's the same. It's more. I think it's more safer in basketball than it is in boxing. What y'all think?
We'll say that, man.
Tested positive.
Let's get into some more fun subjects about football right now.
Yeah,
that was safety protocol right now, man. We got 2 votes on no and 2 yeses. So let's 50-50.
We'll leave it there and then we just see what goes on.
So top 10 wide receivers, fellas. Top 10 wide receivers. I pulled this list from the Bleacher Report.
All right.
And they had 10 OBJ. Number 9, Chris Godwin. 8, Keenan Allen. 7, Mike Evans. 6, Coop. 5, Devontae Adams. 4, D-Hop. 3, Tyreek Hill. 2, Julio. And 1, Michael Thomas. So let's go ahead and start with the moderator over there, Mr. Miguel.
Shoot,
what you got, man? What do you agree with the list? And what is your list if you do not?
I agree with that list.
You agree with it?
I agree with
From 10 to 1.
I agree with that list. I mean, I may make a subtle change here.
What's the subtle change?
I would put Hopkins at number 2.
Hopkins number 2? So from 4 to 2. So you're switching Julio.
I'll put Julio at 3, Tyreek at 4.
Okay, you're just moving. Okay.
I'll keep the rest.
Even after Tyreek's season last year?
I mean, I like Tyreek, man. He's a game breaker. But, you know, I like a guy. I like a guy who can go catch 112, 115 balls and can control games. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of receiver. I'm looking for.
You can't. He got a ring though, and he was a big part of that. Tyreek was a big part of that offense. I don't know about. I don't know. You can't say you can control the game if you not.
Big homie Rob.
You know what I'm saying?
Robbie. You agree with the list? I see you over there making some grunts and noises and shit, man. What's your list looking like over there?
I got Hopkins at number 1. I don't care.
You got D-Hop number 1.
Number 1 by far.
Okay.
I got Thomas at number 2.
Okay.
I got Hill at number 3.
Sure.
I got Adams at number 4. I got Julio at number 5. I got Stephon Diggs at number 6. I got Adam Thielen at number 7. Mike Evans at number 8. Keenan Allen, number 9. And Cooper at number 10.
So no Chris Godwin on your list.
Godwin is
No OBJ was on your list.
Nope. They didn't perform last year.
Oh, so we're going. Oh, so this is what we're
I
doing.
know. We going on the
this is
last
what we're
couple of
doing.
years. They didn't perform. They haven't. Thielen has performed better than OBJ. Am I right or wrong?
Last year.
You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong?
Last
I'm
year.
saying that since he came in the league, he's the dude.
Wait a minute.
He's the dude.
Wait a minute.
He's the dude.
Yeah. Hold up.
He's the dude. Mike Evans is the dude.
Why is this checking, man?
Only reason why Godwin had a good season is Mike Evans was on the other side. They was double teaming Mike Evans, so Godwin gonna get the passes.
So, Doug, what you got for your top?
Yeah, what's your top 10?
I just think nowadays, man, people are just so disrespectful when it comes to these rankings,
Wow.
lists. Like nowadays, it's turned into what have you done for me lately list. It's a last year list. It has nothing to do with a body of work. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to have a body. Otherwise, a rookie can just come in and have an amazing fucking season and be number 1, number 2, 3, 4. And that would be totally disrespectful. I disagree with it. I'm not gonna get into it. Like I got 10 Coop.
All right, I got it.
I got 9 Devontae Adams.
Wow.
I got 8 Larry Fitzgerald. Like everybody has forgotten about Larry Fitzgerald. And you want me? Let me give you some stats. So stat man, while you over there, make sure I'm bringing the truth or not.
Get through your
You know what I mean? Let me get to the 10. Let me get to the 10. I know y'all didn't like that. I know y'all didn't like that. Okay, we got Coop.
If you need validation,
Coop, Devontae Adams, Larry Fitzgerald, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, OBJ, D-Hop, Tyreek Hill, Julio, Mike Thomas. That's my
Okay, now
that's
let
my
me give
list.
you one little asterisk before you get in your validation.
Okay.
If he needs a validation, he might not need to be on it.
On that list. Period.
No, because a guy like Larry Fitzgerald, who probably has the best hands in NFL history, is still playing the game. And because of his situation and his game and his quarterback and what's been going on over there, people have forgotten what this guy has done. Now, look, hold up. Like, Larry Fitzgerald last year had 75 receptions.
How many tubs?
804 yards, 4 tubs, just last year. Chris Godwin last year had 86 receptions. Like, he went crazy with 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns, but let's remember who his quarterback was. He had 5,000 yards last year, playing with Jameis Winston, airing that bitch out. If Larry Fitzgerald was over there, get the fuck out of there. If Larry Fitzgerald was over there, get the fuck out of there. Devontae Adams last year, 83 receptions, 997 yards. That's only like 140-something more. And he had 5 touchdowns, 1 more than Larry last year. I'm taking him over Devontae and Chris. Right now, because if Larry Fitzgerald was playing with that bad man Aaron Rodgers, do you think? Man, come on now, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy as hell. You're crazy as hell, man. Larry Fitzgerald is in my top 10. Yes, sir.
Okay, that almost sounds like it.
I have Larry Fitzgerald.
So Larry Fitzgerald had more touchdowns than Stephon Diggs last year.
All right,
Stephon Diggs had
They probably ain't had no. He was hurt. Though.
No.
Right, Heads, do you have a top 10?
I got a little bit of a top 10. I do. Let me see. Mine's a little bit more based off of a little bit different things. So my number 1 was Michael Thomas. My number 2 was Tyreek Hill. My number 3 was gonna be Henry Ruggs. My number 4 McCole Hardman.
I like him. He gonna be nice.
Yeah.
With Kansas City.
Let him finish.
Yeah, I got a couple sleepers on here.
Okay.
Marquise Brown from the Baltimore Ravens, and then I got John Ross from Cincinnati Bengals.
Bruh, you're taking these guys.
Hold on. Let him finish.
To have a better year this year.
Let him finish.
Yeah, 2020.
What number are you at?
7. And then I think I that's how I finished at 7.
Yeah, that's why I jumped in. So you sound like you was so your list is based on a prediction of best season for next year.
They're gonna have the best season this year. Michael Thomas is gonna have a great season with Drew Brees, the same quarterback he had last year. Tyreek Hill's gonna have an amazing season, same quarterback he had last year.
Okay.
Henry Ruggs, he has
you didn't say D-Hop.
unproven.
Yeah. No.
What
Brother, you did not.
What do I say D-Hop for? What do I say D-Hop for? I haven't seen him play with an actual quarterback. I've seen him play with
So Deshaun,
Okay, yeah. That was the only time he actually played with a legitimate quarterback.
That's the only quarterback he's played
in a
with.
legitimate offense, though. In a legitimate offense, I have not seen DeAndre Hopkins.
He played with Keenan and those bums.
He's not.
Before Deshaun.
But that's not a real offense. I haven't seen him play in a high-powered offense. And he's not going to be good with Arizona. He's not going to be good with Arizona.
So D-Hop gets docked for that.
Yeah.
The second to Larry, best hands in the league. He had 0 drops.
He don't drop the ball never.
No, it's not an exaggeration.
He don't drop the ball never.
0, okay.
Drops.
Okay, and my number 2 guy that I have above him won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, where do you want to go with that? Where do you want to go with that?
Okay, that's the case. Calvin really need to be on the list then. That's how the comments.
If we putting Super Bowls on it, I guess you can have Tyreek there for whatever.
All right.
My thing, I want to put what's the on my list? I would put on this list probably at number 6 is the wide receiver for San Francisco.
Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
Debo's
That's
all right. Debo's all right.
He's too sucker free, man.
He will make the list. He will make the list. But let's go. Let's move on.
And just to come back your list a little bit, since that's the direction that you're going, you're being hella disrespectful towards
AJ Brown, DK Metcalf.
They have the comments.
I know.
Calvin really. They have the comments.
I'm already on it, man.
We'll get the running backs.
We're gonna swing on to the top 5 running backs.
All right.
So give us the top 5, Doug.
All right, their top 5 was that boy Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Zeke, and C. Mackey. C. Mackey was number 1. So
I see him.
how y'all feel about that?
Yeah.
Any arguments there?
I didn't have him on my top 5.
He didn't have who on
What?
McCaffrey, I didn't have him on my top 5. I did have him on my top 5. He didn't make it.
So state your top 5 because this is unbelievable.
I got Chubb, Henry, Barkley. I got that boy out of that Raiders, that Jacobs, and then that Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Josh Jacobs. So and the boy had to work. He had a load on his back with the trash Raiders, with the trash. He had a load on his back. And McCaffrey had a load on his back. Pull up the numbers.
Okay.
Pull up his numbers. Pull up his numbers. Compare them.
They're not compared.
Josh Jacobson, he has 1,150 yards.
McCaffrey had
1,387.
With
Probably an arguably better offensive line.
Mine did the Raiders.
I mean, dude,
I can see where you're coming from.
over McCaffrey.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not saying over.
They saying this because he's a local boy.
Let's not debate.
Okay.
Let's go with your.
What's yours? What's your 5? What's your 5, Doug?
I didn't disagree with this, and what's crazy about it is I knew somebody was going to come back, C-Mac. I didn't know which one of y'all was going to do it, but I knew somebody was going to come back.
So you're
that brother C-Mac.
You have the exact.
I like the exact same top 5.
What do you have, his?
Same top 5. I think I would put in I think Kamara.
We leaving him out, man.
I just don't know who. I don't know who I'll put him up. I think Carson.
Who you take out? That's the question.
Zeke. I think I'll take out Zeke. I think he's a little, not probably as inconsistent, but he's a little less inconsistent as Kamara.
Okay.
301 carries, 57 yards, 12 touchdowns, 54 receptions for Zeke. Okay.
And a run-heavy offense. With the best line in all of football.
I'll go with my top 5.
Okay.
Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
Number 1, hands down.
Yeah,
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
The disrespect for Zeke, that's crazy.
And I go Ezekiel Elliott, then I go Nick Chubb.
And I ain't even a Cowboys fan at all. Y'all
Elliott just don't.
Doing
He don't.
dirty. I don't understand why he was upset.
He don't impress me.
I understand why he was upset.
That Henry, if he was running like that, them Alabama boys, they breed some Alabama.
So, and my thing is why McCaffrey is number 1 is, what did he have, about 80, 90 receptions?
Yeah, he was 23rd in the league for receiving.
That's all they had, though.
Last year,
that's
he had
all they had. Like the Raiders, that's all
last year, he had 80 receptions, 651. This is receiving. He had 80 receptions, 651 yards, 5 tubs, 1,086. No, 7 tubs, 1,086, and 80 receptions. And what's crazy about C-Mac is I was about to be disrespectful and just to fuck with y'all, but I can literally put him in the conversation for top 10 receivers.
Yeah, take
No, you
Larry
can't.
Fitzgerald off.
No, you
Yeah.
You're crazy
No,
shit.
you can't. You can put Kelsey,
Got
not McCaffrey.
Got it.
All right, man. All right.
Oh, yes, I can, bro. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, hold on.
I'm looking
I
at
fucked up. I gave you the stats from 17 because I put McCaffrey stats from 17, 18, and 19 because I'm very consistent. I'm not a person who you can just jump in the league and have an amazing fucking season and throw you in the top 5. I like body. How consistent are you doing this on a daily basis?
Understandable.
You feel me?
Yes.
So you know what I mean? So
Yes.
that what I gave you was 17. I'm gonna go back to. I'm just going to last year, so we're not running too much time. Last year he had 116 receptions.
I knew it was over that.
116 receptions, 4,005. 4,005.
I knew it was over that. And you're gonna
For
tell
14
me
tubs.
he's not even on your top 5? Are you kidding me?
He had 19 tubs last year, bro. Total and 20.
That was their
23
whole
yards of
offense.
scrimmage.
This is
That was their whole offense.
This is your worst position.
How many receivers Kelsey get over?
Hey, hey,
It's not the worst.
Robbie the
worst.
Rocky. I'll give you one more chance to take it back. If
Negative.
you don't.
No.
Hey,
Hold me to that.
It's over.
Hold me to that.
That's over.
No.
It's because it's a white boy.
So
No.
we go.
No.
It's because it's a white boy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's
That's
white
what
boy,
it is.
bro.
Who's the best division in the league right now?
Oh, best division league right now?
My division.
In football?
NFC.
Oh, no.
My division.
No, the
You
NFC
said it.
West.
My division.
NFC Rams, Seattle, Niner, Cardinal.
Nah.
What's better than that?
Nah.
NFC
My
South.
division.
What is it? What's in there? What's in there?
My division.
What's
Go
in
ahead
there?
and name him.
Atlanta trash. Atlanta trash.
Let's calm it down. You know,
Tampa Bay trash.
Let's calm it. Let everybody have a personal.
Tampa Bay
business.
trash.
I mean, okay. NFC South is.
Let's just get on power
The
rating.
NFC South is a tough.
So let's go with your
Every
top.
year.
Let's go with your top 5 power rankings.
Every
What
year.
do you have down there, Doug?
Every year.
Who your top 5 power rankings?
Well, it was a top 10 from I grabbed it from
Let's go.
I grabbed it
Top 10?
from
Who's
Bleacher
your top
Report
10?
as well. You know what I'm saying? They had Colts at 10, Eagles at 9, Packers, Cowboys, Vikings, Seahawks, Saints, Niners, Ravens, Chiefs.
Say it again.
Colts at 10,
Mm-hmm.
Eagles at 9,
Mm-hmm.
Packers at 8, Cowboys at 7, Vikings at 6, Seahawks at 5, Saints at 4, Niners at 3, Ravens at 2, Chiefs at 1. And just real quick, my Falcons was at 16, and in between there was the Titans, Steelers, Bucks, Cardinals, and Bills.
Where the Broncos at on that list?
There, I didn't look above 16.
It
It wasn't relevant.
Yeah, that sounds.
It wasn't
Sounds
relevant.
about right.
They're 21.
21. That's okay.
21.
So,
So,
anyways,
Hey,
How you feeling about the rankings?
Hey, by the way, my boy Big Lynn, he said the NFC West is the best, the strongest division for one.
mhm.
He say Tampa Bay is overrated. So y'all think Tampa Bay overrated? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we ain't on paper it look good.
No. I
Okay.
mean,
But I got them. I'm gonna go with my power rankings. I got Kansas City at number 1.
okay.
They got my Niners number 2. I got
Okay.
the Saints at number 3. For some reason, them Saints. I don't know.
Saints over Niners, huh?
Yeah, Saints
Okay.
at 3. Saints at number 3. Niners. So I got KC number 1. Saints Niners number 2. Saints number 3. Tampa Bay, I put them at number 4.
Whoa.
And I got Baltimore at number 5. I got Tennessee at number 6. I got Seattle at number 7. I got the Bills at number 8. And I got the Patriots at number 9. And I got Minnesota at number 10.
So you got the whole.
That's a nice
Just dove into one team real quick. So you got the Patriots at 9, and you don't even know who's going to beat out Steelers.
I got him at
Now,
9.
how are
right?
you-
You can't go wrong. You can't bet against Belichick all the time.
Never bet
You can't bet against Belichick. I gotta put him in the. He might
So
fall
you're
out the top
saying even
10.
with Steelers,
He might fall
or
out the
can
top
you-
10. He might fall. He's at 9. He might fall week 1. He might be.
No, my question is with either quarterback, you got them at 9.
Didn't they go 12-4
With that rookie, whatever that boy is.
They went
11-5 with
11-5 with
the nigga with Kansas City?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
11-5.
then they went 4-0 when Jimmy Garoppolo or when Tom Brady had to sit out.
And 3-1 with Burrell for the Colts.
The Colts. That's
I mean,
I'm telling you, I got him at 9.
I just Belichick.
I just wanna
I'm
do
with
that.
you on that. So
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, what you got for your top 10, Doug?
I'm pretty much in with their list, but you know, I'm gonna show y'all can say it's biasm or if you want to, but I'm taking the Colts out of 10 and I'm throwing in my Falcons. I got Falcons at number 10 because we had a pretty good offseason. We brought in Todd Gurley, Laquan Treadwell, Hayden Hurst from the Ravens, Justin McCray, Dante Fowler, and we drafted all defense, which was our entire problem last year. You know what I mean? So, and we're always wishy-washy every year, but last year we got riddled with injuries. So it's not like we just wet the bed. We had nobody on the field last year. You know what I'm saying? So I got them at 10. I mean, and I'm taking them over the Titans, the Steelers, the Cardinals, really? Or above my Falcons?
The Titans?
The Titans was above them. The Steelers was. The Bucks. You got the Bills in your shit and the Bucks, so I see what you're saying.
The Bills are gonna be
A little home.
And the Bills were 11. They were 11 on the Bleacher Report list, so they wasn't too far out.
Bills are gonna be.
What you got going on there, Heads, with your top 10? You got anything different?
I'm gonna change my 10. I think I'm gonna change my 10 to Buffalo actually. So
You agree everything else but 10 on Buffalo?
Everything
Who you
but
taking off?
Buffalo.
Who you taking off?
The Colts. The Colts is at 10.
Yeah.
You taking
Yeah.
the Colts off?
The Colts, hey,
Yeah,
that's
but
a
I'll put the Colts at a close 12 or 13, 11 because I think with that
With
pickup
Phillip? You
with
think
Phillip, yeah, I think he's really gonna change. I think it's just it's a newer environment.
Yeah.
It's indoors. You gotta think about it. Phillips getting old. You know,
Right,
you playing
right.
outside,
He
you
never
moving
did
and
that
shit.
before.
You playing a better facility. Pat McAfee says the Colts have some of the best facilities in all of the NFL. I think you give a
Is
quarterback
Brissett
like
still
that.
over there? Is he backing up? Backing him up over there?
Who?
Brissett.
Yeah.
Did he go somewhere? I don't know where Brissett went at.
I think they.
Oh, wait, who?
Is his name Jacoby Brissett?
Jacoby
He's still with
yeah.
the Colts.
Is he still with the Colts? He's the backup over there?
Who's
Phillip went over there, bro.
Yeah, he's with the Colts. He's with the Colts. He's with the Colts.
They gonna be fighting it out.
So they're in a good position.
So,
If Phillip drops the ball, they're in a good position, man.
so I would take off the Eagles. I would take off the Colts. I would put on the Titans, and much as I hate to say, I'll put on the Pats.
Yeah.
That's my top 10.
Okay, and everything else the same?
Everything else, man, you keep pretty much the same.
Okay, man, let's kind of try to close it out with MVP predictions.
Okay.
MVP predictions.
You know what?
Robbie?
Man, you paid it way half a billion.
You better repeat.
Hey, that's been my number one pick in fantasy. I'm telling y'all now.
Let's get through this MVP prediction real quick. Let's go. Who you got?
I said for Patty Mahomes.
Who you got?
Patty Mahomes.
Who you got?
I'm gonna go a little bit against the grain here. I think Lamar.
Lamar Jackson.
Two Pete.
And I'll go with Drew Brees winning the Drew Brees.
Hey,
So let's in the second quarter. It's Game Point on the AHRR Network. We'll be back after halftime. Check us out.
We know what y'all been thinking.
What y'all doing?
Just relax, though, Kinfolk. We got you.
What y'all waiting on?
Stay tuned. AHRR Network.
Like
If Saquon Barkley was producing like Chris McCaffrey, he would be number 1 on the fucking list.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the AHRR Network Game Point. Halftime is over. Now we're in quarter number 3.
Yes.
We're gonna talk a little bit of basketball. You know what I'm saying? I've heard some shoddy predictions in football. Maybe these guys can get it together and get a little bit better. You know, they're talking about old guys. And leaving white guys off the list, man. So hopefully we can get it together and have a
man, we'll have that conversation maybe on Thursday because my boy here is tripping right now. Yeah. But we're going to have a more fun conversation with the NBA in the third and fourth quarter, man. There hasn't been too much bubble trouble. Not too much bubble trouble. We got 0 positive tests, you know what I'm saying, out of 346 in the bubble, so shit's looking real good right now. Like brothers following them rules, you know what I mean? Everybody's in isolation.
They not snitching on each
Got the
other.
snitch hotline. How y'all feel about the snitch hotline real quick? Y'all cool with it? No? Is it still no snitching in the bubble?
No, brother.
Really?
We don't operate
My
like
nigga,
that,
seriously.
No.
Come on now, we're talking about your people's livelihoods and shit at stake.
Yeah,
Like so much stuff at stake.
Right.
You'll be cool with knowing that this bum ass nigga is leaving to get some pussy or to get some food. Like what can he be leaving for?
Okay, just have better security. I don't believe in the snitch hotline.
I understand you wouldn't do it, but would you be mad if Joe Smo did it on your team?
Definitely would be mad, especially if he goes and gets.
Would he get the snitch check?
And I get the corona. You know what I'm saying? He goes
Exactly.
and I get the corona. I'm gonna be pissed.
Exactly.
But I won't be pissed if somebody didn't snitch. I'll be pissed if the security didn't catch him.
Oh, so it's wow.
They should be
So
doing
would you be more mad? Would you be more mad at the nigga who gave you corona, or more mad at the nigga who snitched on you?
I'll be more mad at the security that is getting paid and didn't do their job.
Exactly that time.
Dude, we need help. You know, us as a culture, we need help. All right, man.
What do you guys think about it? I mean, you think it's a good thing?
Yes.
I think it's a good thing.
I mean,
bro.
would you be on that line? Would you be on the hotline?
No, myself, I couldn't see myself picking up the hotline.
Would you be paid?
Robbie has just crossed. Robbie has just crossed the line, boss.
The building.
Robbie has crossed the line, boss. I can't see myself doing that. But if I knew that Joe Smo on my team, I might even encourage Joe Smo that I know would do it. Bro, Robbie just left. I might be backstage snitching. Like I seen it, but prayers. Hey, you gotta call and somebody know. You gotta call and somebody know that Robbie did, bro. He might go catch the Rona, my nigga.
Security can't come back to me. All right,
let's get into some more fun shit, man. Rookie of the year. Is it unanimous? Or do we have some Zion sneakers?
We have a. I know we have a Zion enthusiast in here. At least one. I know.
At least one. So do we have some Zion sneakers?
I think John Morant.
Yeah,
John Morant is so worthy.
I'm with y'all.
Oh, so you're saying on this rookie of the year? You're saying on this rookie of the year. Now y'all tell me this: the boy is averaging 23.6 points a game.
Come on, bro. Let's give it. We got a lot to get through, bro. You got Zion or Ja? So you got Zion. You got Zion.
I'm telling you why.
Oh, that's why.
I'm telling you why. He averaged 23.6 points per game.
Hey, Press, how many games?
19 games.
19 games. Woo, he was on it. Okay, how many for Ja?
Morant, he averaged 17.6.
No, how many games?
He
played 30 games.
60 games.
30 games. He averaged 30. He averaged 17. Averaged 17. 17 a game.
So
But
in
no,
19
but New Orleans-
games, Zion
His team
has.
is in the playoffs. Let's move to the next.
Zion.
No, they're on the outside looking. in
Outside
right now.
looking.
They're on the
Yeah,
outside.
yeah. Memphis is at number 8 right now. All right, so 6 man right now. The list for the contestants right now, we got Lou Williams. You know what I'm saying? 6 man. I think he won it last year, if I'm not mistaken. Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, Goran Dragic, and Spencer Dunwoody is
Dinwiddie. I love him.
That
our candidates right now.
Nets. Then when he's tree, but I know. Who you going?
No, go ahead.
And you know what I'm going with? That Montez Harrell out of the Clippers.
Montrez?
I love him.
Okay,
I love him.
okay.
That's my guy.
I want to say Lou Williams. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
Lou Williams won it last year, but I think this year Dennis Schroeder's going to be a sneaker. You know what I'm saying? With Lou averaged 23 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Montrez had 19 and 5. Dennis had 14, 5 and 4. Goran had 19. Spencer had 17, 2 and 4. You know what I'm saying? But Schroeder's minutes, he didn't have a lot of minutes, and they found a way to sneak him into that lineup over there with Chris Paul, and they've made them a sneaker into the playoffs. So because of their position, I'm gonna say Dennis Schroeder.
That's your eye test. Who do you got?
Lou Williams.
You got Lou?
And me, I'm going something to be cold 6 men of the years, both with the Clippers, Montrez.
Lou and Montrez, that would be dope.
That's what I'm going with.
That would be kind of dope.
Montrez Harrell.
That's a good call,
That
bro.
Harrell people.
That's a good call, bro. But like I said, he's not even the best 6 men on that team.
Yeah.
Going cold. Going cold. I think he's averaging double digit in boards. I don't know. But
All right. Let's move on to defensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year. And we had on the outside branch, we had Rudy Gobert, Claw, Bam Adebayo, and then for the top 3, Ben Lopez and Ben Simmons is tied. You know what I'm saying? For around 14 points, 14 votes, and then we had AD and the Freak. So who you got?
I'm going with the Freak. He gonna get the MVP. Oh, I'm going with the Freak.
Who you got?
I'm right with the Freak.
You got the Freak too?
Number one steal leader in the league, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons?
Yes, sir.
I am, and this is not just me being biased, man. I'm going with Anthony Davis, bro. I'm going with Anthony Davis. Like, nah, man. The freak. Listen, real quickie. You know what I mean? Like, defensive rebounds goes into defensive player of the year. It's not just rebounds and steals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Giannis
and
leads.
the Freak had 11
Giannis
defensive rebounds out of his 13 that he
Yeah, Giannis
averaged.
leads
You
every
know what I'm saying? AD had 7 out of the 9 that he averaged. But the reason why he had the edge because AD averaged 1.5 steals and 2.4 blocks. The Freak only had 1 and 1 even on both. So I give him the edge on that. You know, people say that the Freak had a better year from front to start. I don't care what happened from front to start. This man has 1.5 steals and 2.4 blocks. You know what I mean? So that's not just me being biased. I'm putting the stats out there. I'm going with AD for this defensive player of the year.
Okay.
All right, so most improved player. The candidates for that is Andrew Wiggins, Jaylen Brown, Devontae Graham, Bam Adebayo, and B.I. Brandon Ingram.
I'm going with Brandon Ingram because ever since he left the Lakers, points went up.
That last year he went
24 points per game.
Yep,
From
sure
15
did.
to 24 points per
There you
game.
go.
I'm
He
going
had
with
it.
Brandon Ingram.
I'll definitely go with Brandon Ingram, man. He's starting to fulfill that stardom
That we was thinking he was supposed to be when we drafted
What
him.
was he, number 1, number 2?
Number 2.
Number 2 pick. So he's starting to fulfill that. I go with Brandon Ingram, and a sleeper would have been the season would have went on. I would have went with Ball over there. Them old young Lakers.
Yeah, right. That's
they
a good
started
term
getting
for
it
it.
together.
Oh, God.
What's the other point guard they had over there with the Villanova? The point guard, light skinned dude. What's his
Over
name?
where? In the Pelicans?
On your Lakers. He was on your Lakers and he went over there with that trade. It was him, Lonzo Ball, and the other one.
I couldn't remember who we got. I didn't care. We got 80 back.
Who you got here?
Bam Adebayo. Bam
That's what you
Adebayo.
got for your most improved? Yeah, man, that's a bad brother.
He
That's a bad
He
brother.
got my heat.
I got a name that I feel like is disqualified from this conversation because people expect somebody of his sort of talent to progress year by year, but the way he jumped up is just astronomical. And I got Luka.
Doncic. Oh,
I
yeah.
got Luka. You know what I'm saying? Luka.
I thought about him.
Luka went from 21-7-6 in his rookie year, which is crazy as shit,
yeah.
to 29-9-9.
Yeah.
He 29-9-9 straight into superstardom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I know he's disqualified because of how talented he is. They would never put that kind of person in this. But my pick is Luka for most improved.
That would be a great pick.
Yeah.
Most improved.
That's a good one.
Should have contacted the NBA and put him on the ballot. That was
Nah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't do that because they got that man in the MVP race.
You got him in the MVP race.
We're gonna go ahead and slip into it right now with a great little transition. The list they got for that is that man Luka Doncic. They got AD, Beard, LBJ, and Freak for the top 5. So
Freak.
who do you got? You got Freak winning them
I'm
both.
going to Frank going. He's going to be MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
He's gonna be
leads and everything.
He's gonna be the third person, I believe, since MJ and the Dream did it.
Yep. He's going to be the first person to
history
do
of that
that
happens.
this
Is
year.
it a finals win too?
No finals MVP.
I believe MJ was Finals MVP that
He
year
was
too.
too.
He was, but I don't think no finals.
He's not gonna be-
I don't think they'll win it.
Who you got?
I don't think they win it.
I will take. I will go with Giannis.
You got the Freak too.
Yes.
You got the Freaky over there too.
Nah, man.
What you
I'm
got?
actually, I don't know.
LeBron.
I think I got LeBron, man. I'm just looking at that Lakers team. Looking at that Lakers team. I mean, even last year though, like that Lakers team was, I think, what, second to the 8th. Second, like
Before
last.
he got hurt.
Yeah, before he got hurt. And no, I'm talking about second to last. When he finished.
Oh, second to last.
They finished off terrible last year. I mean, and it turned out to be the most dominant team. I mean, that's only because LeBron. I don't get me wrong. I don't think
He ain't the leading scorer of the team though.
So did you hear
He's not
LeBron's
the scorer of the
statements?
team.
What do you say?
He basically said like
I'll show him what I can do.
he's like everybody talked about. I don't have the exact quote, but he basically said everybody talked
Oh, I
about
got it.
me being in the East
Mm-hmm.
and me.
Oh,
running
yeah,
through
I do
the-
remember that,
me
yeah.
running through the East.
And it was so easy when he was over there.
Yeah, and he's like, I came to the West.
What would he do to the West
Yeah.
when he was over there? Now he's in the West, and Giannis is over there dominating. Nobody's talking about Giannis playing in the easy ass East
Right,
now. Like
right.
now the East is strong.
The West's always been a powerhouse though. You know that.
But LeBron, everybody said LeBron couldn't do it in the West, and he's showing improvement.
And he's showing he can do it.
right now.
And you know, before I get into my shit real quick, what pisses me off about that is that because of Golden State and their fall off,
Yeah.
like the West is weaker now. No, they was dominating every fucking body. So their fall off structured and balanced out everything.
Right.
It didn't make it weaker. Like they made everything weaker with Kevin Durant on their fucking team. Right? It pisses me off, man. They was by
Leave my
far
words
the
alone.
best structured team on paper
words
to
alone.
ever exist. People can make arguments for the Bulls, you know what I'm saying, being the best, but on paper, no, you're not gonna say on paper, bro. Is what I'm saying, not what we see. I'm saying on paper,
That's a
bro.
discussion for another time.
No.
Then you know that's what it is.
No, it's on paper. Is it a discussion?
We're going there.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. I want to hear.
Let me
On
hear- let
paper,
me-
is it really a
let me
discussion, my
hear-
brother?
Let me hear you have first, and then I will get in. I will
We can
dive
get
into
into that. We can dive
I will dive into that.
That's easy money.
I'm gonna say the Freak, man, because if I say LeBron, everybody gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like I got AD for the. Everybody gonna think I'm speaking for bias, but I got the Freak. He went from 28-12-6 to 30-13-6. The Freak is he's moving up in the game. LeBron has shown what he can do. Like he said, he's for the first time averaging a double-double. Like that means something in year 17.
Right.
But I do think they're going to give it to. I'm going to say I think LeBron should win, but the Freak is going to win.
Yeah.
Does that count? Is that good?
That's cool.
Cool.
All right.
All
take
right,
that.
so I would say one of the best team on paper would have to be some of them Showtime Laker teams.
With Magic and them, you know,
Magic,
Kareem and them.
Worthy, Kareem,
We didn't even go there.
Cooper,
I mean,
Scott.
We didn't even
I'm just saying that's.
Let's go ahead. We're not going to dive into that, but that's a great little transition to what we're about to get into. Let's get into the all-time starting fives.
Ooh.
Y'all got that?
Who you got?
Y'all got that?
Who your all-time
I
starting five?
I'll start
Who your
off.
point guard?
I gave y'all two sets. I got a positionless, you know what I'm saying, set, which is how the game is played now. And I got LeBron at 1. I got MJ at 2. The
Okay.
Bean at 3. The Dream at 4, Shaq at 5, the most dominant team ever. Won't be stopped.
My team will beat your team.
Won't be stopped. That was my position list. Like, by position, I got Penny Hardaway at the 1.
Ooh, okay.
I got Kobe at 2.
Okay.
I got Bron at 3. I got Timmy at 4. And I got Wilt at 5.
Oh, you kind of like got me.
And I got Wilt at 5. Who you got?
I got Magic at the point. I got Jordan, Tim Duncan, Larry Bird, and
Larry
Will
at 3.
Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain.
Okay.
They're mine.
A lot of similarities.
You know, similarities.
What you got over there?
Man, I'm gonna go with Magic.
You can't go wrong with Magic.
I'll go with Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'll go with my number 3. My small forward. I'll go with the Great White Hope, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
At 4, I'm gonna go. I'll go Tim Duncan. And at 5, I'm gonna go with the Dream.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
What you got over there? You got some on top of the head, Prayers? Or you got some else?
Yeah. My number 1, I'll have LeBron. My number 2, Tracy McGrady. My number 3, I will put Jordan. No, I'm sorry, KD. My number 4, I'll put Duncan. I said, yeah, Duncan and Shaq.
Duncan,
That's a nice little.
I'm sorry.
You didn't let Michael Jordan down.
I'm gonna put KG as mine.
At your 4?
Power forward.
At your 4?
I had him too, but I went away with it. And what's your current?
Just to dove into it real quick, we said we'll talk about the reasons why we starting 5. I feel like my position, it meshes well. Penny is basically Magic. You know what I mean? A little souped up, a little more athletic. You know what I'm saying? If he could have really finished his career, Penny could have been better than that.
Magic 6.
He had the potential to be better than Magic. I'm gonna leave that there. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Kobe, who, if he could have played with a big man like Timmy, like we seen him play with Shaq, but if he could have played with Timmy, like I just think that would have meshed. Like my position list one with Bron, MJ, Kobe, like and Shaq, like it's too many alpha dogs. Like they wouldn't really work on the court like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that my 5 will mesh. How you feel about your 5?
I think my 5 will mesh.
Definitely.
I think my.
You're not gonna have both of y'all not gonna have no problems.
I wouldn't have. I could win 5 or 6 championships with this team. 10 maybe. Shoot.
All right.
Got it.
All right. Y'all want to move to current? What's your current?
You know who I got at the point guard, and I ain't being biased.
I don't know.
He changed the game of basketball. Steph Curry.
Okay.
That's at my point guard. And he said I don't want to be biased, so I didn't go with Klay Thompson, but I went with Kawhi Leonard.
At 2.
You know what I'm saying? I like KD.
At 3. Okay.
And LeBron James and Giannis as my center. Nobody beating that team.
That's a good 5.
Nobody's not beating that team.
Okay.
Nobody's not beating that team.
What you got, bro?
Come back to me last.
Yeah, you gotta think about that right now.
1 LeBron, 2 James Harden. 2 Bradley Beal, 3 Kawhi, 4 AD, and then my 5, I want to go with Whiteside.
Hassan.
Hassan was a junior.
Really?
Yeah.
Leads the league in blocks, and he averages 15 rebounds, 13 rebounds.
Hassan is leading in blocks right now. Well, how many? Over 80 with 2.4.
3.1.
Whoa.
And he leads, and Brook Lopez has 2.4.
Yeah, Brook Lopez up there too.
Wow, nice. By position, I got Luka at 1. I got Beard 2. I got LBJ 3. I got Freak playing 4, and I got AD playing my center.
That's a lot of shots.
I got AD playing my center.
That's a lot of shots, man.
Very like defensively, and I mean the Beard and Luka is my weakest link right there, and Bron Freak and AD can handle everything else.
Mine would probably be James Harden, Kawhi.
James at the 1.
Yeah.
And he played the 1.
LeBron. We take KD at my 4.
Yeah, gotta be a dominant squad with Anthony
See,
Davis.
all y'all done went with positionless type lineups too.
I mean, AD would be my center.
If I went with a positionless lineup, I would have Bron at 1 as well, Claw at 2. I got KD at 3 then. You know what I mean? And then Freak at 4, AD at 5. I don't know if nobody's stopping.
Don't forget
Bron,
about it's Trey Young too. I mean,
Hey, Trey Young, but that's what I'm saying. The comeback player.
it's like me putting on taking over Trey.
And a most improved player. That's that.
Most improved player. I was
Yeah,
trying.
I wish I would've
and
thought
it-
about
it-
him,
no,
man.
it was. I thought about it, but it didn't come out my mouth. I was like, Trey Young, we got away with it. I was about to say it, but I was like, we got away with it though. I was like, all right.
So I mean, who's your? I mean, what you guys see going on in the bubble this year, man? What do you see?
I think they're gonna. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
No, I think they're gonna. Oh, the super team.
I mean,
Which y'all.
Just you say just period.
I mean, we all picked our favorites, and Hez, you haven't really picked.
Pick
You haven't let us know what you got going on with your picks.
So I want coming out of the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't see anyone really stopping the 76ers. I think if Embiid can really dominate and throughout that playoff, I mean.
So you're liking the Horford sit and the Shaq Middleton start.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Did you know that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, how
Coming out
for
the
a
East,
moment, yeah,
you
for a
got
moment.
76ers.
For the East, yeah, and then the West, the Lakers. But then ultimately, I just see the Lakers winning. I don't think anyone's stopping LeBron and AD, like what they have to do for Kobe, what they have to do for the city of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, good pick. You know, I'm still riding with the Clippers. I haven't changed. I'm just thinking. Let's talk about some other teams. We can go locally here. What have you guys heard? What do you guys think about what the Denver Nuggets are going to do? Will they get out the first round or?
Well, them boys have been making a lot of noise, you know, talking about how there's nobody. I forget if it was Jamal or Joker. It was one of the two. They had made a comment saying they don't think anybody can match up with them in a 7-game series. I'm like, you know what I mean? Y'all got a roster.
Coming to this altitude. Oh, we ain't playing here.
No.
We're playing Orlando.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
serious.
bubble,
Coming to
baby.
this altitude,
Yeah,
man.
bubble,
But
baby.
at the same time, they can gel together. They always gonna be together. You know, they can be their family. So I feel.
I think
I mean, it's just too many powerhouses right now. The Clippers, the Lakers.
the Jazz are
Well,
good. The Thunder.
the Nuggets have played together for a while, man.
They got a core.
I think
They got a nice little core.
They do.
if everything plays out right, man, they may be able to make a little bit of noise. But I don't think they're just quite ready to take that leap to become a champion.
I mean, how far were they last year? They were one game.
They was like
one
one
game
game away?
from the conference.
From the conference finals?
Yeah.
Should have won that.
And Dame Dash.
No, it was the
Dame
year
Dash.
before last. Well,
No, last year.
was it last year?
Yeah, last
Dame
year.
Oh,
Dash.
my bad. The COVID got me. Yeah, it was last year.
So
Right,
I mean,
right.
if you really think about it, I think they honestly just one moment. Like, you know, every team has that defining moment that really puts you into that, like, ugh. You feel me? I think they're just one moment away.
I think their best shot right now will be if the son of Manute Bobo, you know what I'm saying, comes out and he's able to be effective. Because seeing that boy coming out of college, he reminded me of a black Porzingis. His skill set has the same skill set as Porzingis. He's wet and he can put that thing on the floor.
Yeah.
We're going to see what they can do.
He can put that thing on the floor.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what they can do. That's quarter number 3. This is Game Point on the AHRR Network.
Ballin'.
This is the AHRR Network Game Point, and once again we got Dub D,
Yes, sir.
Rocket, and Heads for Press, and I am Good Night, and we are starting the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
The final quarter, the quarter where we power through, where winners become champions and losers become chumps.
Losers become chumps.
So, fourth quarter.
Let's go ahead and get into it, man. We still on basketball right now, so All NBA. How y'all feeling about All NBA first, second, and third team? Y'all got a list? Want me to read some names out?
Read some names and I'll tell
Let
you.
me give y'all some names. See y'all agree with this. All right. First team All NBA. I got Greek Freak,
That's one.
LeBron James. Those are my two forwards. AD is listed as a forward center, so I threw AD in first team.
Okay.
And Beard and Luka. And the reason why I did it because I feel like they have the 5 best seasons, the 5 best statistic season last year. So I got them in first team All NBA. Second is the Claw.
Okay.
I got Pascal,
Okay.
Joker, CP3, Russell Westbrook. My third, I got Jason Tatum, Chris Middleton, who is on a very short list of 20 points, 50, 40, 90 this
All
year.
right, so let's talk about your first.
The first team?
First team.
Okay.
You know,
Who's the first team?
And I agree with 4 of yours, but I will take off AD and put Jokic on it.
Ooh.
Because he is a natural center.
What?
I mean,
No, the ballot says forward center, bro. It's not that's not a me making that up. You can really put him at center.
I'm saying I'm putting Jokic, regardless of what the ballot says.
But does he have a better? Was his season better than AD's, bro?
Jokic is carrying a team.
Is his season better than AD?
Y'all got shooters. I got everything.
He doesn't have LeBron James, arguably one of the top 3 in the history of the game playing with. So what do you got?
I got LeBron.
Do you have any discrepancies with Dubs?
What was that first team?
We got Freak, Bron forwards, AD center, Beard, Luka guards.
Luka Doncic, beast. Bron, beast. AD, I'll go with him on that one. Because
You taking him off?
The Joker is the dude. He's
Wow.
the dude. I like over AD. AD playing with like you say, AD is playing with LeBron. LeBron gonna make him a little bit better. He gonna get more touches.
Oh, well, that's cool.
LeBron gonna feed him. The Joker
This is
gotta
gonna be
shoot the
interesting.
3. He gotta go to the rack. He gotta cross you over. He gotta do everything because he don't have a LeBron James on his team like you just
This is
said.
going to get
I just
interesting.
thought about it.
'Cause there's not enough forwards to go around. Like that's
So
I did that.
what do you got?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with everything.
You got the same 5.
Same 5.
For the first team. Second
For the
team,
first team.
a little bit different. Yeah.
I didn't. I
The
didn't
second
do
team,
it.
I didn't even look at.
Let me say it again.
What's your? All right. What are your categories? I mean, what makes those your first team guys? You know.
The reason that they have those 5 players has had the best regular season out of all players. So for you to take AD off and put Joker on, you would have to be saying that he has a better season. He is better than AD. It's not an MVP type of situation where you're putting in carrying a squad or anything of what you're saying. This is a statistical individual stat right now.
So he's a top power forward and the top power forward / center in the league right now.
AD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have him at forward. Like I said, the ballot says forward center, my brother. So yes, I would
So he's
vote
the number
him.
one top prospect.
Yes,
right now.
over Joker, over Embiid, over Bam Adebayo.
Okay. If that's truly your feeling.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can put a Kawhi Leonard on this first.
Yeah.
team? I mean,
Hold on. Let's get this straight. Why? I'm not being biased right now. There's only 2 slots for forwards.
Okay.
1 slot for center and 2 slots for guards on each team. I have the Freak and LeBron at my forward spots. What forwards are you gonna put above them? And you know what I'm saying? Like, And the fact that AD is listed as a forward center, that means I have the right to vote for him in the center position to allow me to say freaking LeBron are my starting forwards. Why would I have the claw over? Oh my God! Hold on. Tell me that you're putting the claw over the freaking LeBron.
I don't know. After last year, after last year, the nigga didn't win a ring.
No, bro. You're talking about a season ago. I'm talking about the season. This year.
You don't think that Kawhi's having a great year this year?
Brother, he's played 34 games.
Yeah, I mean he's 5th in the league for steals.
LeBron ain't even number 1 on his team in points. He's like 2nd on the team in points or something.
Because he took in the back seat to have 10.6 assists.
He loves him. He loves that.
To have 10.6 assists. No,
he averages 26. He averages Kawhi averages 26.
Hold on, let's move on. Let's move on. Because it's going to be interesting. Because the fact that y'all put AD off of this, let's see where y'all got him. Because you threw Joker, who was the starting center on my second team in y'all's first team. So let's see where y'all put him and where the forwards move. Because there's only so much.
Okay,
there's only so much positions. All right, so second team, we got Claude Pascal at the forwards.
Okay.
Joker was in my second, not in y'all's obviously. I had Chris Paul and Russell at my at both my guards.
No Bill.
So
no Bill.
Bill is not in none of my teams.
He's the second leading scorer in the league.
Bill's not in none of my teams.
How?
And it's based on stats.
Bill's a beast. I mean, his team is complete shit. But
You got me on that. It's not completely based on stats. Because the reason why I have CP3 on my second team is because of where he has their team in position right now. So I'll bow down to that. I'll bow down to that.
Yeah.
I wasn't consistent on that part. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like let's get to what
I got James Harden.
So in this second team,
okay.
Obviously, y'all got Joker in the third.
I got James.
I mean,
Harden.
on the first team already. So who's your second team center? Let's start there.
All right, my second team. AD, my second team starter. His second team.
In center.
The second team.
So you're going to use the center theme over there.
No.
In the second team.
Joel Embiid is my center.
All right, so Jordan, you go.
Joel Embiid. AD is my power forward.
Yep.
And then
it's just forwards.
No.
It's just
okay.
forwards.
So
hold on. Go ahead. Go. Embiid.
So
AD.
You want to go whole 5?
Yeah, go fine. Go ahead.
No, you want to talk? You said I'm putting.
Yeah, go your whole second team, brother.
team.
Your whole second team.
So I ain't got it all in front of me.
All right, so I'll go. Second team, James Harden. Russell Westbrook.
Hold on. So you had discrepancy with Beard being in the first team.
I don't got him.
But I'm saying Beard is in my first team with Luka at guard.
He ain't even in his first team with me.
So what? Either one?
No.
Or Luka.
No, not the first team.
So who's your? Okay, so we gotta get back to that.
No. God, dog, that Luka Doncic. You can't take him out. You can't take him out.
You can't take him out.
That Luka Doncic can't take him out.
I'll take Kawhi. Over Luka in first.
And for sure.
I'll put Kawhi as a guard in my first team.
For sure.
Man, go ahead, Robert. Man, don't let him out talk you, man.
No, I'm not. No.
Tell him what the business is. He's always going with his home team bias. Oh my God!
I know that.
His home team bias.
But Luka Doncic is not in the first overall team.
No, because he's not.
So or James Harden or what's the rest of it?
Luka undoubtedly having probably an MVP season.
Yeah, I mean, but he's not a James Harden.
He's definitely the number
not
one.
a James Harden.
But he's a
LeBron.
Come on,
man.
He is bad. Come on. This season, that's we go.
I'm not trying to talk too much before we lose track.
Okay. All right. So my second team: James Harden, Russell Westbrook. I go Paul George. My center be Embiid, and I go to Anthony Davis.
Just don't make it.
Yeah, I just happy.
Are we moving to the 13?
I'm cool on that.
Oh, got
Fuck 13?
Don't worry, I'm not worried about
13. Fuck 13?
You know what I'm saying? They don't get you.
Who your bubble team?
So
your bubble team coming out? Who y'all got coming out the bubble? Coming to AFC. Name the C's right now. Who you
I already told you. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Still going with Portland to beat out the Hornets. Hornets and
You gotta think.
and the Grizzlies.
You gotta think they bust y'all in the mouth last
I'm
year.
still
With
going
Dame
with,
Dash-
I'm still
with
going
Dame
with
Dash.
Portland with a slimmed up Melo.
We went with who we thought would be the best matchup for the Lakers at 8th. We didn't go with who you think is going to actually come out with. You're going with Portland.
to
So
beat
in
out
8
those
games,
two teams.
they're going to catch up in 3.5.
They're gonna win They're gonna win all those 8 games.
And Memphis is going to. Okay, so Memphis has to lose. You know that,
Memphis
right?
has to lose too, right?
They're gonna lose.
Okay.
Memphis is gonna lose 3.
Okay.
I'm going with Zion. The rookie of the year, Zion.
And they have the best
Zion's
chance.
not even
Portland is
practicing.
behind.
He ain't
He's not even
present.
Portland is
practicing.
behind more than that.
But if he's present, anything him versus Bron in the first round, put my money on Zion.
I'm just going to be quick, man. Memphis is going to keep that position. They're going to keep that position. You know what I mean?
But Morant and Zion, who better?
I think you know what? I level with you. I do think the Pelicans are gonna make it out. I think that it's a lot of hype around Zion. I think the NBA is gonna do.
They got
That's the best
ballers,
show. I
They
picked
got
out the best shows.
Yeah, you got.
They got
That's
ballers.
the best show. That's what I want to see on TV.
Right.
Morant versus
Right.
That's what I want to
Zion.
see.
You want to see Morant. You want to see Zion that's averaging 27 points a game. Doesn't be rebounding, dunking over everybody, dunking over
All
Bron.
right. Real
Dunking over
quick.
Bron.
Head coach of the year, fellas.
Oh, that Milwaukee.
Head coach of the year. We got Billy Donovan,
Mhm.
Frankie V,
Okay.
my coach, Spo,
Mhm.
Nate Milliman, Nick Nurse, or Budenholzer.
I'm going with Budenholzer.
For the Bucks,
Bucks, number 1 overall seed, number 1 overall team. Gotta go with him.
what you got, brother?
I'll go with Budenholzer.
You going with the Bucks?
Bucks those. Got you.
Well, you got Prez.
Can you name one more time, one?
We got Billy Donovan for the Thunder, Frankie V Lakers,
Yeah, right
Spo,
there.
Heat.
First one.
Billy Donovan for the
Yep.
Thunder.
Yep.
Matter of fact,
Great pick.
Matter of fact, I
Great
changed my
pick.
pick to that because nobody expected the Thunder. to be
Nobody.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody.
With just Chris Paul and that's it. With Paul George and them lefty.
Yeah.
Westbrook lefty. Oh, it's ugly. And he still ended up being a hunt. What they 6 seed? 7
Fifth
seed?
seed.
Fifth
In the
seed.
West.
Yeah.
In the West. In the heavy West.
Yeah, bro.
There's heavy hitters.
Yeah.
There's heavy hitters coming about that West.
That's the reason why I went with Dennis Schroeder. You know what I'm saying? For $6 million a year over there with
Hey.
what's his name? Shea Alexander or some
Right.
shit. The other guard with Chris Paul. Yeah, bro, they nice.
Hey, that-
Man, fuck with what they talking about. Frankie V. Say, no, I'm just bullshit. I swear to God, I'm just bullshit. I swear to God, I'm just bullshit. I got Nick
Bias.
Nurse. I got Nick
No,
Nurse.
you have
The Toronto Raptors won the World Championship with what everybody's saying is the best player in the world right now, according to a couple people on my panel right now.
Mhm.
And he has those guys number 2 in the East.
Yeah.
So I'm going Nick Nurse as my head coach.
That's true.
He's made an amazing job over there with his roster, with what they was expecting.
So the season start next week, right?
But
Are y'all excited about it?
The 30th?
Week and a half.
Yep.
Y'all
9
excited?
days?
Y'all excited
9
about
days.
it?
I'm counting
Definitely.
down. It's like
Excited.
Christmas.
Definitely
Of
excited,
course.
man.
You
Definitely
know?
excited. What's not to be excited for?
Of course.
We've been deprived of sports for a while now.
Like
you know
real
what I'm saying?
sports.
And I don't care if there's no fans. I don't care. I just want to see some professional ball.
Well, quiet as kept. I'll put some money on those baseball tomorrow. So, hopefully, if I win, we'll have a party, baby.
Hey, some breaking news today. How y'all feel about Tracy McGrady and Jermaine O'Neal are launching a new players rep agency? You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have some other brothers who've played the game, know how the business works, been in it, and they can guide these young brothers to better contracts and better deals. How y'all feel about that?
I love it. I love it. I feel like I'm looking at the article right now. I mean, we need more African American prominent figures, representatives
Yes, sir.
that speak, for our African American people. Like
Yes.
we have a lot of African, the league is mostly made up of black people, and the people who manage them and people's agents
Don't look like us.
exactly.
Do
And
it for the
so
culture, baby.
exactly. And so I have I hope everybody supports this. I hope he
Yeah,
gets
big
some of the
facts.
best. I think if I was Tracy McGrady, I'd go after that kid. So I already started talking to Mikey Williams. I already
Okay.
started talking to him. He started talking about
Yeah.
HBCUs. He
Yes.
to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's just a perfect streamline right
Right.
there for you.
Right.
But
Yeah, I love it, man. How y'all feel about that?
I mean,
Robbie, how you
cool
feel,
with
bro?
it. I'm definitely cool with it.
I'm cool with it.
You ready? You ready for that?
I mean, I'm always ready for that. These guys are being seasoned in the game. They know about the game, and so they definitely will be an asset to the game.
What about because it kind of reminds me of No Limit Agency. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, Master
Master
P.
P.
Yeah.
Right,
Right. He was the first.
He got some bad.
But if I'm not mistaken, and you might fact check that. Was he the first to even indulge in that field?
Yeah.
So before
He's
Jay-Z,
the best, man.
Jay-Z did it.
After that, Ricky Williams.
As far as an entertainer, not just a black African American, but you know what I'm saying, as an entertainer, I think he's before Jay-Z.
He's a businessman.
Yeah.
He's eating where he come from the same
So I mean, we still on basketball. What y'all think about this? What y'all think about, man? We gonna have any AAU type games this year, or I mean, like?
I don't know, man. It's kind of off topic, but you know, I seen that Texas said at first they wasn't going to play, and then they said it was going to delay it a month. So when it comes, we don't know, bro.
California,
like that's just like
California they ain't playing until like December.
It's like day to day. We never know
They
what
change
they're
every
going
day.
to do.
They change. They got
when it comes to this COVID shit, bro.
I mean, we definitely don't know what they're gonna do. I'm a guy like you who's ready to pay my dues for my son's youth football
right now. Right?
And I'm like, well, is there gonna be a season? Are there gonna be refunds? I mean,
from what I read about the high school Texas, what they said was basically they're looking at what college and the NFL seasons are going to do
before they make a decision,
and it's not looking good.
I don't think we'll have a season. I think the NFL is going to be cool. I think college is.
We ain't having a season.
I think they're going to start. Are they going to finish?
I don't even think college.
I don't think they don't trust it. They don't trust it.
The NFL, real quick, will the NFL finish?
I think the NFL is going to
start and finish.
I think they're going to finish
all the way through.
No, I don't think so.
It's too problematic. It's not like it's not as tight as the bubble where everyone's gonna be in one spot. Like just like you were saying, the NFL is. I mean, even if it's semi-home, you still have the opportunity to leave and like go get something and come back. You know what I'm saying?
Go get the COVID and bring it back.
And bring it back.
And give it to your family after that. That's what I keep trying to tell you.
But can you do a bubble for football?
No, too many people.
Yeah.
You would have to build it.
You got to build a little bubble.
You would have to build some type of bubble. Like Disney was already there for the NBA. Right. Dana White went to Abu Dhabi and built a bubble for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's too many people for this.
Quick question. So it's on youth sports, and everybody feeling quick. Is youth sports more for the parents or for the kids?
I think it's more for the parents. They living a dream out to their kid that they never had. That's what I'm thinking.
This is in a general aspect.
What you believe?
Because I don't believe you should coach your kid because you coaching him at home. Like me, I coach Little League football. I don't got a son, and as I look at how you develop your kid coming up, you already on his head already. You don't do this at home, and then you get him outside in front of all his buddies, and you own him again. So I feel like out here, that's anywhere. That's any youth sport. Once your kid's that age, you coach a certain level, you stay at that level. Your kid got to be coached by different people. That's what I feel.
And that's good. I mean, I've been on the side of coaching my sons, and you know what, I really would at this point err to the side of not coaching them. But I mean, if it does continue, if it does continue this year, is it more for the parents or for the children?
I think the parents.
I think at that point it's gonna be for everybody. I think everyone's been so deprived of just basketball, football, going outside and just being alive. I think once we do get a chance to just play basketball like unrestricted, I mean I feel like that's just gonna be no one's really gonna care about.
But they ain't getting the training right now like they normally do.
As soon as you get to the field, or as soon as you get to the court, and when you get into these organized situations, then it becomes to the parents.
I mean, all right, fellas. Like we acting like COVID is really the reason why we're making our answers right now. I believe that influence when it comes to sports and parents and kids has always been because of the parents. I'm talking about decades ago, way before COVID. It was always about what the parents were in. Like, I don't see. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but there's very rare occasions where the parent did something completely fucking different.
All right,
You know what I'm saying? And the kid just chose to go this route. That's what they wanted to do. It was always an influence of what the parent either did or what the parent was watching in the household, which would make the kid even love it in the first place.
So-
it's always about the
So
parents.
we have may have no high school sports, no high school football, no college football. Why should we have youth football?
We're definitely, if we don't have high school or college football, we're definitely not having
Youth football.
There's nowhere in the
Are
world.
there any pros to it?
I don't want them playing this year. This year is over with. We almost in December, y'all.
Yeah.
We let them kids train this year. Let them get their bodies right. Come back next year full fledged.
I'm starting to agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna hurt. I don't want to put nobody kid in no situation. Just because I want to be cute on the football field trying to look good in front of their mamas, and they ain't gonna get their bills paid.
I know I'm seriously thinking about pulling my kid out. I've been seriously thinking about.
I know you hungry, but it ain't about you.
It makes no sense, like you just said, for them to be doing it for any level above them to not be doing it, especially at the level that my son is at. He's at flag football, and it seems like it's really at the whatever who's running the organizations want to do, because until the government of our city shuts down the parks, which will be the venues where they can practice and play at, they're going to be there.
Right.
I mean, these
You know what I mean?
These guys are not medical professionals.
They're not.
They're doing things upon their discretion.
Right.
And to your point, bro, the NFL is not even going
They don't have a
off of their recommendations
Yeah.
from their billionaire doctors. So from the youth level,
how the youth gonna
all we're thinking about is getting our kids out there. You know what I mean?
So there's really no way to regulate this.
You can't.
And you know, and so I'm really thinking right now as of youth sports, it's more for the parents right now, than rather than thinking to the safety.
But
of
it's
these
always
kids.
been about that. But even more.
I mean,
now.
I'm with you on that. Definitely, but definitely,
Yeah, more now.
Definitely a believer in that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we can go to that in many times. That's why when in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you didn't have around here in Colorado. You had the same football teams, little league football teams. Coming this 2000 era.
It's all kind of little
There's
other leagues.
Every time
Everybody got a league.
Every time somebody's dad gets upset
with
the coach, he's going to start a new team.
They're gonna start it somewhere else.
I can do it better.
And taking the players.
rather than teaching your kid the structure and saying them how to overcome things, how to work with people, and how to make a bad situation good.
Or to piggyback your point, my brother, how instead of taking your financials and leaving, make another team or a league, talk to that other brother. Find out how y'all can combine y'all finances and make that league even better and stronger for our communities. Like you said, we always quick to go do our own thing. It's a competition between everybody.
I'm better.
They want to look cute for these Section 8s.
That's a goddamn shame.
For real though.
That's a
That's
damn
real
shame.
talk.
Oh, we still got a little more time. We still got a little more time, man.
You got a tag.
Pat Beverly said that Dame Dollar was the hardest person that he ever had to guard. Now, we know Pat Beverly petty than a motherfucker. Do you really think that he means that? Or is he throwing shots?
Business.
Or is he throwing shots, my brother?
We have another bias coming.
Tell business.
Oh man, so oh man, then automatically just join me and my guys an ally and shit.
I think he throwing shots at LeBron.
Does he guard LeBron?
I was gonna say just LeBron. Patrick Beverly is a dog.
He dog KD. He shut him down.
Patrick,
shut him down.
Let's be honest.
No, he's a
Patrick Beverly, great defensive player.
Great defensive player.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
LeBron, Patrick Beverly.
Reality. That's like this David Goliath.
Body type, size. Like, what is he really gonna do other than be a little new?
So it really ain't that biased as he's saying.
I don't think he.
We're not being that biased then, right?
So he's not being that biased.
No, you saying we was being
I'm
biased.
saying you guys are being biased.
Yes.
He's not being biased because probably the hardest guy really for him to guard because he shouldn't be guarding LeBron. He shouldn't be guarding LeBron.
Okay, so you say because he shouldn't be guarding LeBron is why he got the whole but he guarded LeBron, bro.
Exactly.
But he guarded LeBron.
Hardest player for him to guard.
Oh my God, you're so beating around the bush. He is hacksawing through the bushes like a motherfucker. Bro, hold on. Before you go, Robbie. Do you believe that Dame Dollar is a harder guard than LeBron James or Patrick Beverly? Yes or no, brother?
Yeah.
Yes.
No way, bro.
Tell business.
Ain't no way.
Tell business.
Ain't
Well,
no
I mean,
way.
no, in terms of like body size wise, it can't.
That's the only way to
That's all he got is body on him.
So
He's gonna body on him.
So we're saying that point guard body should be guarding
A point guard.
So should be guarding power forwards.
First of all, we don't know what kind of system Doc has with them switching. So if he switched on LeBron, or even if he went to the huddle, because we know Patrick Beverly's a dog. I didn't see him go. No, nigga, I'm a basketball fan, brother. First, oh God, I'm a basketball fan before anything. Before anything. But I was the little man I played basketball. I was the little nigga who can guard the bigger man. I was a very strong little nigga, so I understand Patrick Beverly's dogness in saying shit like that, but it's a personal beef. That was a shot. There's no way in hell if I was Patrick Beverly, I would be more afraid of Dame Dollar than LeBron James.
That don't even make sense now, like coming out.
Like, it makes no sense in the world, bro.
He said that he guards. So he's down in
No, he said the hardest guard, not the hardest guard, literally. The hardest person to play defense.
LeBron James, they don't have no typical guard.
So let me tell you. Let me tell you this, man. LeBron ain't never put 50 on Patrick Beverly. Dame Dollars probably gonna put 50 on Patrick Beverly.
Ain't no problem.
All night long.
Come on, Mikhail.
All night long.
I understand fucking with me, but I need a real answer, bro. Real shit. Do you think that Dame Dollar is a harder defensive guard than LeBron James? And that is from any player. Real shit, any player.
Body size and stature is definitely a harder guard. But
so he was throwing shots, bro.
In reality,
what you mean? I play basketball, brother. Ain't no did you play ball? Basketball.
No.
Okay, bro, come on now, man.
I played in the street. And I felt I was a tough guy.
And Patrick's bigger than Dame.
And I felt I was a tough guy. And I felt, hey man,
you was an enforcer. You was one hacking ass niggas.
Bring everybody on. Bring everybody on. Look,
it's Kurt Rambis and niggas
I got two good friends, Tux being one of them. And another friend, you know what I'm saying? And one day we just happened to go to the Glen Arm. You know,
okay.
We're grown.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
you put 50 up on them?
No, I didn't play. I was just watching these guys play.
50,000.
And Tux really has no game.
Oh wow! Shots!
But
shots!
I seen. But hold on. But I seen my guy. I seen my guy Tux almost make a grown man cry.
Oh.
Because all he did was back him down all the time.
Go to work?
Same
size. You trying to go to work on him?
Same size.
Trying to go to work on him?
He went to work on him.
Went to work on him, back him down, tell him to hit the weights.
Bum with the weights.
No, he was nice. Hey, the other nigga was nice? The other dude was nice.
Oh, so that's what the bum. Going nuts on a nice nigga.
Yeah. You tried. Wow.
But
man, Patrick was
has
going
0 games with 50 points against Patrick Beverly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
40.
We know that man was throwing shots.
37. Yeah, 37, 38.
I mean, he could be throwing shots. I don't doubt that he's throwing shots just because of the personal beef and all that. But when we get to the playoffs this year, and if the Lakers face the Clippers, he won't be guarding LeBron very much. That would be in the hands of Kawhi. That would be in the hands of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
That's a lie.
In the playoffs, that's what it's going to be.
Bro.
You don't think who gonna hold him in,
bro? Doc built a team of small guys who can switch at any position. LeBron is going to have 8 bodies thrown at him. I guarantee you. We're going to come back to this. 8 players are going to guard LeBron.
Primarily is going to be Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
If he's healthy to get on the court to do it.
Who?
If he's healthy to get on the court to do it,
He
bro.
plays in the playoffs.
Definitely.
He plays in the playoffs.
I'm gonna start talking about LeBron coming, but let's go to the positive note.
Like playoff round.
Let's get to a positive note real quick.
Playoff round.
Since I'm so biased against my
Playoff
Lakers right
round.
now.
What's up, playoff round though? You know you want to talk about it so bad.
WNBA players have decided to put Breonna Taylor on the bottom of their jerseys. You know what I'm saying? It's a great thing. How you feeling about that message?
Yes,
Putting out
it's
standing.
Great thing, and I'm still looking for him to catch those, pick up those guys who did that.
Yeah,
So
for
I'm
real.
still looking for them to pick up the guys who did that to Elijah McClain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But shouts out to them
Bounty.
Shouts out to them young ladies in the WNBA. Man, they going for a cause too. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So hey, do y'all thing, women, and let's keep our name active. Let's keep it alive until these people get caught. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely for that. And Heads, this is your type of thing. So I mean, what do you think about it?
I actually loved it, man. I think that's dope. I didn't see it's great that the WNBA is doing it. I need to see like NFL do it, then the NBA do it. I need to see the MLB do it. I need to see NASCAR do it. Because we're at a point now where it's evident and it's clear. And it needs to be more respected. It needs to be, and I would assume the first people to do it would be the NFL. As you've seen, they came out and they apologized, but after a few weeks, I mean, that's kind of all we got was that apology. I mean, they took different steps with Jay-Z and trying to like get more inclusion, but you would think that they would put a helmet sticker, something.
A logo on there. A logo
They made
on
no
their
announcement.
jersey.
Have you heard of the reference of the Good Old Boys Club?
Yeah, that's the NFL.
The donors.
And that's
Right.
that is them.
Yeah.
Good old boys
And
club.
they will not sit down.
To
They will not
that real quick,
stop
bro.
doing what they're doing.
Our president, 45 right now, he tried to buy the Buffalo Bills, and they voted to not let him in. And he made a tweet, bro. If we can go back and find the tweet somehow, he
45.
tweeted, "If I don't get in the NFL, I'm gonna run for presidency." Bro, 4 years later. That's what the Good Old Boys Club did. Just to piggyback that real quick. Go ahead, bro.
Well,
What?
My thing about the NFL, only way they're gonna make change is if the players stand up. And it's not just one player, Colin Kaepernick, taking a knee. So my thing was, even when Colin Kaepernick, when he was still in the league, my thing was opening Sunday.
Who do you put to step up?
Opening Sunday.
Who should step up?
No, all players come together and don't show up.
Okay.
You shut shit down.
So
that's the only way. And
So they want their money though. It's all about money.
It wouldn't be big this year because we really have no fans.
That's what the time you want to do it. Right now.
Yeah, the
Nobody
TV
else.
contract. The only reason they're coming back is for the TV contract.
I would have shut it down.
So let me ask you something. Like even when people are thinking about like situations like that, and you have players like Kyrie who are saying like, "No, we're not gonna go out there because what happens if I have to go to a protest for the justice of my people?" And you have one of the biggest players like LeBron's basically saying, "We're still gonna play." You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you balance that?
Well, we touched on that, so I want to hear what you feel about that.
To be honest, I told Tux, if LeBron says it, it's gonna happen. Like that's his league. So.
But do you agree with Kyrie that he never really gave an explanation, and or the goal to be met? He just said until justice is met, but he never said what that meant.
Right. I thought just go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think that's just more of a point of just like in the moment, and then speaking the retaliation. I mean, personally, I don't know.
So I would say subtle in a subtle way. You guys talking about somebody shooting shots.
Yes.
Shooting shots could be Kyrie because you know he is the
I thought about that.
He is the anti-LeBron.
I thought about that.
And we spoke on LeBron and what he does and what he feels is important is in starting schools in his own neighborhood or in funding for starting schools and voter advocacy and those type of things, and he feels that's what's important, what he needs to do. And I'm with you. If LeBron says go, they're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know. I just think. I mean, the NBA is trying.
That's what the difference between the NBA and the NFL is that Adam Silver has always gave us, you know what I'm saying,
facts,
enough leeway, enough rope that we can pull on. The only thing that I feel like he might have not gave us the ability that we needed was input on what to put on our jerseys. If LeBron James had no input on what the message was going to be on the jerseys, that's crazy as hell. That's the only thing I've ever had a problem with Adam Silver. But when it comes to the NFL, like you said, completely fucking different. Like they need to straighten the fuck up, like fast, like fast, like because they have no clue on how behind the ball they are. They already been on the wrong side of history. You know what I'm saying? And the NFL is really the driving force of the tension right now of how they blackball Colin Kaepernick.
You're right. So, I mean, great show today, fellas. But I'm gonna end it with one last question. You know, if you had a choice to put a message on the back of your jersey, or not put a message, I would say, on the back of your jersey, great question. Would you?
I'll put a message on the back of my jersey.
What would it be, bro?
If you had a choice, let me rephrase.
Okay.
If you had a choice to put a message on the back of your jersey, what would your message be?
What I want to say, don't get me in trouble. But all power to the people. That's what I would say.
Great message.
All power to the people.
Okay.
From the Bay, from Denver to the Bay.
Ooh, it is. I think it would depend on which sport, honestly.
Social justice for the world.
What would be your slogan, bro?
I don't think I would have a bunch of slogans because I think slogans are. I'm tired of slogans. I would have the names of like everybody that we lost. No, it wouldn't be like on the back. It would be like Ohio State has those helmets. They have all them decals for all that stupid shit. I mean, there's plenty of NFL teams that have empty space on their helmet, but you could just decal out with initials. Not even gotta put real names, like full names. Initials. They do it. They did it for the dude from the Raiders, Al. I see his shit everywhere. Everywhere.
Al Davis. They love it. Bay Area love Al Davis.
I like initials. You really can't do last names on respect of that family. They might not want that. They might want peace. You know what I'm saying? So I like initials. But just real quick, equality. You know what I'm saying? Just equality, bro.
I like that.
And mine will probably be something in the lines of respect and don't neglect.
Respect and don't neglect.
So that's the fourth quarter. Hey, great show with Heads. New member to the crew. Signing out. It's D-Dub, Robbie Crockett, Heads for Prez.
Yes, sir.
And good night on the AHRR Network. Game Point.
Peace and blessings.
Thursday.
See y'all. All right.
When I was growing up, there was something called grown folks business. Yeah. When I was growing up, there was something called grown folks business. Yes, it was. And there was things that young people didn't do. Like, for example, if this conversation was happening right now with us as adults, and I was a young person and walked up, all of the adults would look at me and I would automatically know that's some grown folks business happening over there. Right. Stay out of grown folks business. Or I'd get that question, do you need something?
Are you okay?
You're all right?
Because you got to get out of here.
Yeah. Why is that an important distinction? Because yes, there was drug addiction in our community. Yes, there was alcoholism. Yes, there were folks that were incarcerated. But all of that was not the purview of young folks. So when I say that, what's the difference and when did it change? The difference is now young people are doing grown folks' business. And grown folks who are in leadership position are blaming the young folks for not doing a good job. Grown folks are blaming young folks for not doing the work of grown folks. Now, when did that happen? That happened, I'm going to tell you, late 80s, early 90s. And the impetus was this: crack cocaine.